What happens when you have an artificial intelligence tool and a little of imagination? Welcome to the Creative Concessions podcast, where we explore how technology is transforming the world of art, creative, and ethics. Today, I'm joined by my colleague Mau and Iván, and also I want to give a special thanks to Regina for helping us connecting with a professional in art field, whose interview you will hear later on.
So let's start with the big question. Can AI replace human creativity? According to a 2023 report by the World Economic Forum, over 75% of creative professionals worldwide have already experimented with AI tools for visual or written content. But experts still agree that AI doesn't create in the human sense, it just identifies patterns.
Exactly. And Cornell University mentions that creativity involves emotions, context, and personal experience, things that an algorithm cannot fully replicate. So AI can help, but it can't actually feel or understand why something is meaningful.
Right, in that sense, many argue that AI is not replacing creative, it's transforming it. Humans become more like directors or curators, guiding the machines instead of being replaced by it.
But even if AI doesn't completely replace us, an ethical problem remains. For example, UNESCO warns that AI systems often learn from datasets dominated by Western cultures, which can lead to a loss of cultural diversity in their creations.
And ethically, the question is who owns the style? Who gets the credit? If AI learned from artists who never gave their consent, it raised serious questions about the fairness and the compensations.
Something that stands out to me is the impact on jobs. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, reported that creative industries are among the top sectors experiencing disruptions from generative AI.
But that threat doesn't always mean elimination. Many experts say that new roles are emerging. AI art directors, proposal designers, digital curators, jobs that didn't exist a few years ago.
Absolutely. This means the challenge isn't to stop AI, but to use it responsibly. That includes knowing where the data comes from, giving credit to the right people, and making sure we don't replace human in areas where feelings and personal expressions really matter.
So, in the end, what's the ethical takeaway? Use AI as a tool, not a shortcut. Respect cultural origins, give credit, and don't let technology erase human identity.
And always remember that creativity is more than output, it's intention, emotion, and story.
Exactly. AI can accelerate creation, but only humans can give art its soul. And now we have two short interviews to close our episode. First is the expert interview that Regina helped us to get. And then you will hear Ivan's interview with a regular citizen to see how AI affects everyday life. Stay with us, both interviews help to explain our topic in a simple way.
Welcome! Today we want to explore a different side of our topic. Not from experts, but from everyday people. So we're here with Enrique Lopez Pelayo to understand how AI influences life outside of professional. Have you used AI tools like ChatGPT, image generator, or music apps? If so, how have they helped you?
Yes, I have. I mostly use ChatGPT for school, sometimes for work, and I also use it to study. Right now, I'm studying German, and ChatGPT is a very helpful tool. And image generator, I have also used it, but in more silly ways with friends and family members.
How do you think AI might affect your job, hobbies, or the way people work in the future?
Personally, I think that the AI in a couple of years won't make a difference in my career or in my work because I am studying mechatronics right now. So I think there is still jobs that I can do or like that a mechatronic engineer can do. And but it can work also as an advantage, right? Because it can make people's job easier. And yeah, I think the AI helps by that by doing people's work easier.
Thank you for sharing your perspective and your time with us. Your answers give us a more human picture of how creativity, work, and daily routines are changing with AI.
Welcome, Professor. Thank you for joining us today. In this interview, we want to explore the ethical implications of artificial intelligence in the world of art and creativity. Our goal is to understand how these technologies are transforming creative processes and what challenges they bring to the future. Professor, to begin the interview, we would like to know briefly about your area of specialization and how it relates to creative processes.
Good afternoon. I'm Claudia Lopez Cruz, and my area of specialization is new technologies in the design process. But my main research is in color and how it affects the learning process, how it helps to create the neuronal pathways inside the brain. And we all know that that's part of the creative process. It's also the color can stimulate the creative process in different environments. So I've been studying color since the past 15 years.
From your academic perspective, how has the relationship between art and technology changed in recent years?
The relationship between art and technology has changed like in the recent years in several aspects because technology has become one of the tools that we can use to express different ways of art or different ways of emotions, and it's intermingled with the traditional, more traditional ways to express, like, I don't know, painting or sculpting, and it has become like visual arts. So it's a mixture between the traditional way of looking at art, but with new technologies and with new possibilities and with all the variety of emotions and experiences that we can design.
From an ethical standpoint, do you believe that AI can replace human creativity or only complement it?
I don't think that creativity can be replaced with artificial intelligence. I think artificial intelligence is a wonderful tool. It's a marvelous tool that can help us enhance our creative process. But this creativity is something very human. It's something that only humans can do. In order to create something new out of the ordinary. So,
What do you think about the impact AI will have on creative jobs on the future?
artificial intelligence is going to replace those who are only dedicating themselves to draw. If you are only interested in having the fastest way to create a logo, the fastest way to create an image, the fastest way to create a canvas or like a portrait or whatever it is, the media, um, artificial intelligence can replace you.
Thank you, Professor, for sharing your insights with us. Your perspective helps us better understand the opportunities and challenges that AI brings to the creative world. We appreciate your time and your guidance. Thank you so much.
Thank you to everyone who participate at this podcast. We learned that AI can support creativity, but it can replace the human meaning behind it. At the end, what matters most is to use it responsibility, respecting cultures, giving credits, and keeping the human touch at the center of the art. Thank you.
Podcast references Ethics of Artificial Intelligence by the UNESCO. Ini N. Falk J. and Tanimoto S. Designing Participatory AI Creative Professionals. Doshi A.R. and Hauser O.P. Generative AI enhances individual creativity but reduces the collective diversity of novel content. Tao Y. Byberg O. Baker. Cultural bias and cultural alignment of large language models. OECD, Generative AI and the SME Workforce.